Good morning, everyone. I'm Gurun Pravam, and these are my teammates, Lao Chun Hei, Marib Khan, and Zhuang Wenyu Dikoso. So today I'll be doing the presentation on the topic Diet for Insomnia on behalf of Group 10. This is the outline of our presentation. So what is insomnia? According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine guidelines, insomnia is defined as a subjective report of having difficulty with sleep initiation, duration, consolidation, or quality that occurs despite having an adequate opportunity for sleep, and this will result in some sort of daytime impairment. In traditional Chinese medicine, insomnia it can be caused due to the liver qi stagnation, transforming into fire, internal disturbance of the film heat, deficiency of spleen qi and heart blood, hyperactivity of fire due to yin deficiency, and finally the heart gallbladder qi deficiency. So in this presentation, we'll mainly focus on the deficiency of spleen qi and heart blood. So this type of constitution pattern, it is often seen in elderly people and those people who are suffering from anemia or are recovering from a major diseases. So the elderly people, they have a decline in the function of the Jiangfu organs. So they have deficiency of qi and blood. So the main focus of our diet recipe is to prepare a light and very easily digestible food. It also focuses on tonifying the spleen qi, nourishing the heart blood, and calming the mind.
The dessert our group created that best suits diet for insomnia is called Chinese astragalus propinquus and carrot with red date soup. In the following slides, I'll be introducing the ingredients and the procedures to create this dish. In order to create this dish perfectly, we need 7 ingredients in total, namely 1 corn on cob sliced, 8 red dates, 2 tablespoons of black-eyed peas, 350 grams of pork ribs, 2 carrots, also sliced, 10 to 12 pieces of dried scallops. And lastly, we'll need 6 to 8 pieces of chopped astragalus propinquus. And now I'll be doing a step-by-step procedure on how to do this dish perfectly. So firstly, we'll need to boil 1 liter of water in pot, then let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes. Feel free to click this video on how to do so. After waiting for the water to boil after 2 to 3 minutes, we can finally bring in the pork ribs into the pot to let boil for 3 minutes while covered. Let me play the short video clip above to see how. After adding the pork ribs and letting boil for 3 minutes, we can then add on the rest of the ingredients, then cover the lid again to boil. Let me play this video to demonstrate how to. After adding all the ingredients in the pot, we need to bring it to boil under high heat and lower to medium heat to cook for another 40 to 50 minutes. Allow me to play the video to show you what the end to near product should look like. So it is important to keep the lid on for throughout the process to make sure it is fully boiled So on the right-hand side, we can see a photo of the finished product, and we can see that it is a bit oily, but then the oiliness of this dessert isn't harmful towards our body. It's actually the fat coming from the pork ribs with the mixture of the substances coming from the vegetables and the Chinese herbs. It's the outcome is actually has an amazing taste and has a very nice aroma. So for this slide onwards, I'll be talking about the insights of the different ingredients used to make our diet recipe. For the first one is the insight on dried scallops. So why is dried scallops beneficial to us? It actually includes a lot of nutrients such as taurine, potassium, zinc, and vitamin B12, and also folic acid. Taurine is actually useful because it improves liver function and reducing symptoms such as hypertension, high blood sugar, visual acuity, and fatigue. The next is potassium, which helps us maintain osmotic pressure and prevents high blood pressure. Zinc helps us prevent taste disorder and helps stimulate metabolism. Vitamin B12 and folic acid prevents from being anemic and relieve poor constitution and help with to relieve sleep difficulty. It also helps prevent arteriosclerosis and help improve body fluid circulation and help maintain immune strength. Now I'll be introducing the insight on Astragalus propinquus. Astragalus can actually help improve heart function by widening blood vessels and increase the amount of blood pumped from the heart, and can also control blood sugar levels. Moreover, astragalus can help improve kidney functions and prevent infection in people with reduced kidney function. Astragalus may support kidney health by improving blood flow and control the protein in the urine. Proteinuria is a condition in which abnormal amounts of protein are found in the urine, which is a sign that the kidneys are damaged or are not functioning well. In some studies, astragalus has been shown to improve proteinuria. Moving on, astragalus can also improve symptoms of chronic fatigue by improving the tiredness. This can help by combining astragalus propinquus together with other herbal supplements. Then, astragalus can also help improve anti-cancer effects by promoting apoptosis. It can also improve seasonal allergy symptoms by reducing runny nose and sneezing. It can also help boost your immune system, similar to dried scallops.
According to O'Brien and Weber in 2016, Chinese red dates have numerous advantages. It improves blood circulation and blood replenishment, which is beneficial for the liver. Moreover, red dates have high fiber content that helps with digestion and prevents constipation, thus having better bowel movement. Chinese red dates are also high in polyphenols, which can protect the body cells from inflammation. It also includes potassium, which helps in overall cardiovascular health and help excrete excess sodium from the body to prevent high blood pressure. And lastly is the insight for carrots. As we may know, carrots are rich in vitamin A. But aside from that, traditional Chinese medicine actually considers carrots as tiny ginseng, which helps in digestion and help with the stagnation of food and stagnation of tea. Carrots are also helpful to clear toxins from the intestine and stomach, which helps increase the energy of stomach and help with the absorption of nutrients from the food. Carrots are especially known to be beneficial to the elderly, as it can help replenish the eyes, skin, joints, soft tissue, and tendons.
Now let me briefly tell you the function of the tongue organs. So the heart, it rules the blood and blood vessels, as well as it controls our mind. And for the spleen, it governs the blood flow as well as the transportation and transformation. Next is the symptoms of deficiency of qi and blood. So, what are the possible causes of blood deficiency? It can be due to the diet and eating habits, worrying, anxiety, excessive work, or blood loss. That can be due to heavy menstruation or during childbirth, internal or external bleeding. So, this will lead to the deficiency of blood that will result in palpitation, dumbfounded, insomnia, tremendous forgetfulness, blood deficiency symptoms, as well as dizziness. And for the deficiency of Qi, it will result in the symptoms of fatigue, asthenia, weak pulse, extravasation of the blood, as well as it will affect our digestive system. So moving on to the therapeutic effects of the Chinese astragalus propinquus carrot with red date soup. But before that, let me quickly tell you the mechanism and how insomnia is caused. So when there is deficiency of blood in our body, our heart, it cannot hold the spirit properly. So the spirit, it will wander around at night. This will inhibit the body to fully recuperate during nighttime, resulting in absent-mindedness, forgetfulness, palpitations, as well as restless sleep. It also causes lack of nourishment that will further lead to the depletion of the spleen qi. So the function of transporting and transforming the food nutrients by the spleen, they are inhibited. And because we don't have sufficient blood and qi flowing in our body, we will suffer from the symptoms of dizziness, blurred vision, paleness, fatigue, as well as low spirits will appear. So spleen weakness, it will also lead to loss of appetite. So for this constitution comprising of deficiency of spleen, qi, and blood, we chose the red dates that are neutral in nature and have a sweet taste to help us replenish and nourish the blood in order to calm the mind. So to treat the depletion of the spleen qi, we chose the ingredient astragalus propinquus to replenish the qi and invigorate the spleen. Furthermore, we also use carrots in our recipe. This is because carrots, being neutral in nature and having a sweet taste, will help us to tonify as well as circulate the qi in our body. We also use pork ribs and corn in our recipe. This is because they are neutral in nature and it will also help us to balance the yin and yang. So on the whole, when all these ingredients are combined together with the dried scallop as well as the black-eyed peas, it will help to enrich the heart blood and calm the spirit. Furthermore, it will also invigorate the spleen to ensure that there is an adequate nutrient supply. Last but not the least, I would like to say that we would not really recommend this dessert to those with constitution of deficient cold, hypertension, diabetes, renal deficiency, as well as the gastrointestinal diseases. So this is the reference that we used in our presentation. And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.